What if creativity wasn't just something you do, but a way of being? In the creative act, a way of being, Rick Rubin redefines creativity as an essential part of who we are, not just something we practice. This is the story of how I learned to embrace creativity as a mindset, an approach to life that unlocked my potential, broadened my perspective, and deepened my connection to the world around me. Rubin begins by challenging the traditional view of creativity as a skill reserved for artists or those with innate talent. Instead, he posits that creativity is a way of seeing and interacting with the world, an openness to possibility, curiosity, and wonder. I started reflecting on my own misconceptions about creativity. I had always thought of it as something external, something that required inspiration or a spark. Rubin's insights helped me see that creativity is a mindset, a willingness to engage with the world fully and authentically. By approaching everyday tasks with curiosity and openness, I began to experience creativity as a natural part of who I am. This chapter taught me that creativity isn't about what we make, but how we live. By embracing a creative mindset, I could find beauty and possibility in even the most mundane aspects of life. Rubin describes the creative process as nonlinear and deeply personal. He encourages us to embrace the messiness of creativity, emphasizing that experimentation, failure, and revision are integral parts of the journey. I started applying Rubin's principles by allowing myself to create without judgment. Whether I was writing, cooking, or brainstorming ideas at work, I gave myself permission to explore without needing everything to be perfect. This shift freed me from the fear of failure and allowed me to enjoy the process. Rubin's advice to see failure as feedback was transformative, helping me view setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. This chapter reminded me that creativity thrives in imperfection. By embracing the process, I could unlock new ideas and possibilities. Creativity, Rubin explains, begins with awareness, a heightened sensitivity to the world around us. He emphasizes the importance of observation, mindfulness, and presence in fueling our creative instincts. I began practicing mindfulness as a way to cultivate awareness, taking walks without distractions, paying attention to the details of my surroundings, and journaling my thoughts helped me connect more deeply with the present moment. Rubin's suggestion to find inspiration in the ordinary, the way light falls on a surface, the rhythm of a conversation, expanded my understanding of creativity. This chapter taught me that awareness is the foundation of creativity. By slowing down and paying attention, I could tap into a wellspring of inspiration that had always been there. Rubin highlights the role of intuition in creativity, describing it as an inner compass that guides our decisions and sparks originality. He encourages us to trust our instincts, even when they defy logic or convention. I started listening more closely to my intuition, especially in moments of doubt. Whether choosing a direction for a project or deciding how to spend my time, I leaned into the quiet, guiding voice within. Rubin's advice to honor these instincts, rather than second-guess them, helped me make bolder, more authentic choices. This chapter taught me that intuition is a powerful ally in creativity. By trusting it, I could access a deeper level of insight and originality. Resistance, Rubin explains, is a natural part of the creative journey. He identifies common barriers, fear, self-doubt, procrastination, and offers strategies for moving through them with grace and persistence. I started recognizing the ways resistance showed up in my life, from avoiding challenging tasks to doubting my abilities. Rubin's suggestion to take small, consistent steps helped me build momentum and overcome inertia. Instead of waiting for motivation, I focused on showing up and doing the work, even when it felt uncomfortable. This chapter reminded me that resistance is not a sign of failure, but a natural part of growth. By acknowledging and moving through it, I could keep creating and evolving. Rubin explores the concept of flow, a state of deep focus and immersion where creativity flourishes. He explains that achieving flow requires balancing challenge and skill, creating an environment where we can lose ourselves in the act of creation. I started experimenting with ways to cultivate flow in my daily life, setting aside dedicated time for focused work, minimizing distractions, and engaging in activities that stretched my abilities helped me enter this state more frequently. Rubin's emphasis on preparation and ritual also inspired me to create a workspace that felt inviting and conducive to creativity. This chapter taught me that flow is not something we stumble upon, but something we can intentionally create. By prioritizing the conditions for flow, I could deepen my creative practice and enjoy the process more fully. Creativity, Rubin explains, thrives in uncertainty. He encourages us to let go of the need for control and certainty, embracing the unknown as a source of possibility and discovery. I began approaching uncertainty with curiosity rather than fear. Rubin's suggestion to ask open-ended questions and explore without needing immediate answers helped me reframe uncertainty as an adventure. Whether starting a new project or navigating a life transition, I found that embracing the unknown opened doors to unexpected opportunities. This chapter taught me that uncertainty is not something to avoid but something to welcome. By leaning into the unknown, I could discover new perspectives and possibilities. In the final chapter, Rubin invites us to see creativity as a way of life. He emphasizes that creativity is not confined to specific moments or activities, but is woven into how we approach everything we do. I started applying this philosophy to all aspects of my life, from how I solved problems at work to how I connected with loved ones. Rubin's advice to bring curiosity, intention, and authenticity to every moment helped me see life itself as an act of creation. This mindset shift transformed ordinary routines into opportunities for self-expression and joy. This chapter taught me that creativity is not a destination but a way of being. By embracing it fully, I could live a more vibrant, purposeful, and fulfilling life. The creative act taught me that creativity is not about making art, it's about making a life. By redefining creativity as a way of being, I discovered new ways to connect with myself, others, and the world around me. How can you embrace creativity in your own life? Remember, the act of creating begins not with what you do, but with who you are.